Nightfall. Beneath the resplendent stars of the Sanjiangyuan sky, looming shadows lurk. Hungry predators on the lookout for local livestock. "25-year-old Bema Drimet is a herdsman in Qinghai's Angsai Township, Yushu Prefecture. He has 2 children and more than 20 yaks. Since 2020, Bema has had a new job, an insurance assessor. No sooner is the phone call over than Bema is on his way to see for himself. He knows better than anyone what livestock means for a herder's family. He has to be on the scene as soon as possible to assess the damage. The insured client also lives in Angsai, the first region to launch the pilot scheme of accidental livestock death insurance. Located in Yushu, Qinghai, Zachu River, the source of the Lansang, runs through the township. An ideal ecological environment inhabited by large predators such as snow leopards, brown bears and wolves means frequent attacks on livestock. On one occasion, a family once lost 25 yaks in the course of a single night. Bema now works for a state-run commercial insurance company. At first, the policy was called Human-Animal Encounter Insurance Foundation, started in 2016 by the Sanjiangyuan National Park and a non-profit organization based in Beijing. The goal was to compensate herders for losses caused by wild animals. In 2018, after a 2-year trial in Angsai, the foundation was replaced by a formal commercial insurance arrangement. Dongtse's family has been living in this river valley in Niandu village, Yushu, for generations. Born in 1975, Dongtse sticks to the herdsman's way of life. Now, with his children at school in the city, Dongtse has opted to stay in the valley that is so familiar to him. During the holidays, his eldest son, who goes to school in Xining, is home. So Dongzi suggests they head out to the mountain to set up infrared cameras. The suggestion intrigues Jigme, his son. He knows full well that the cameras are for monitoring wildlife so as to protect the ecosystem. He takes pride in the fact that his father works for ecological conservation in the Sanjiangyuan National Park. Not only does the job provide a 20,000 yuan annual income, but also gives Jigme a sense of honor and responsibility. After breakfast, father and son set out. On their way up the mountain, Dongzi keeps scanning the road. Whenever he sees some litter, he gets off and picks it up. Eventually all of it will end up in a dump 35 kilometers away from where he lives. He's been doing this for 7 years, long before he formally became a park ranger. Arriving at the foot of the mountain, they find Detrol, a fellow ranger from their village, waiting for them. Like Dongzi, Detrol is also assigned an infrared camera. Park ranger jobs are part of a public benefit program in Sanjiangyuan aiming to protect the ecosystem while tackling poverty. According to the policy, each family in the area is offered one post. After training, they carry out duties like routine patrols, aiding law enforcement, as well as monitoring the ecosystem. In return, they receive a steady income. Dongzi told his son that despite the signs of snow leopard activities, if the angle is not wide enough, the camera will fail to capture important information.
다나 욕드람다.
다나 요. 다
다나나 바.
남방의 당긴 용조비 자티.
티티.
최바상네.
어.
제대로.
저다. 단 하고데 다니 야이데.
아래 통디 디노 쳐야다.
세다 다 페리데.
아게니 라자르리 코다. 아게니 라자르 쳐야다.
다.
저자지 이거 쳐야 봐. 아야, 아니라. 여기는 나봐. 알았어, 너도.
다 트네도 드리데.
근데가 알아니까 마음 보존지 탐지다. 레바 총총르다. 이 레바 총총 붙여다지네. 근데 람상 코리오들라 송자베디. 괜히 간살로 놓히디야. 근데 라지 그 삼선드베네. 러치 소카 있는다. 로아 마 있는다. 람상 코리오 어리라 소와냐면
August 2020 in Shanghai, the Cosmopolis sitting where the Yangtze River meets the sea. A photography exhibition brings the two ends of the river together. To the visitors' surprise, these jaw-dropping images were all made by local herdsmen. This is the first footage in history of snow leopards mating in the wild. As such, it is a priceless document. Kungkyap Chupon, who filmed this, is a herdsman from Angsai Yushu, same as Tse-Tin and Dagye, who are sitting next to him.
他们看雪豹的次数都无法统计，而且这个斯丁和达杰都各救了一只雪豹，他们甚至把雪豹就抱起来，对吧？因为我嫌他们的机器，我才想是不是能够给他们提供好的设备，让他们的这个机会能够记录下更好的画质的这个影像。我想影像能让普通的公众拉近和我们自然的距离，把更多的关于青藏高原、关于自然国家公园的影像带到公众的面前，对中国的野生动物保护是非常积极的力量。那前2天，他们给我的消息，4月份以来，第一次拍到了雪豹。
Shi Zhenong from Dali, Yunnan, is the first Chinese wildlife photographer with international recognition. Since he first came to Angsai in 2015, he's been amazed by the variety of wildlife here.
我第一次来就在那边山坡上看到一大群岩羊。你有的地方有在稀罕的野生动物，但是你见都见不着。所以这就是昂塞最不一样的地方。一个猛禽，但是我这个望远镜实在是看不清是什么。拿800来，我拍下来放大看吧。
Since 2016, having made acquaintance with Tse-Tin, Dagye and Chupon, Shi Zhenong decided to train them to be photographers. Over the past 5 years, he made frequent trips to Angsai, which became his second home. After the establishment of the national park, CGTN and Dagyue both became rangers, their photos gaining a following among fellow rangers. That's when Xi Jinping came up with the Herder Photographer program.
那照片里面呢？夏武多杰副乡长今年4月份就跟我讲，哎呀，说能不能在乡里面给管护员做一次训练营？我们自己做中国野生动物实验训练营已经做了10几年，我们的这个初衷也是能让保护区一线的人能有这样的眼光，能有这样的能力，去记录他们工作的这个地方的野生动物。特别是到了今天，影像的传播变得如此的方便和快捷，那牧民人手都是一个智能手机，他们可以把他们家乡最美好的风景，这么宝贵和独特的野生生物传递到全国甚至世界。是了，是的，不行，这个1/1000秒都不够。反斗开了没有？反斗关了。哦，关了吗？开着反斗。我说呢，不应该。我看还在不在？这只红隼。对。它正在理毛呢。动态是很好，对不对？眼睛也是亮的。对吧？基本还算亮的吧。对。但这个关闭有点大了。但是呢，就差一丢丢。其实焦点都稍微，焦点在中间，所以任何时候都要在眼睛。你那台呢是会对眼睛的。对。
In July 2020, the most beautiful season in Sanjiangyuan, over 40 herdsmen of Angsai, carrying their luggage, gathered at the headquarters of the township administration. All of them had signed up for the photography training workshop.
牧民们也特别的踊跃，政府才一通知，好多人报名。青海特别的辽阔，很多人过来得开上大半天的车才能到。大家都喜欢拍动物嘛，那一定知道包老师去年10月份把全世界最厉害的一个奖项 WPY 的年度总冠军拿回来了。
The instructors are all professional wildlife and botanical photographers.
有很多的生活习惯，他每天早晨几点从洞里出来又干啥？如果用单反来看的话，大概是在16到18之间，你就可以用广角的时候。
拍摄高山植物最厉害的人，洪老师呢也是大家的这个师兄。08年的时候，洪老师是我们训练营的营员，学长。
我其实建议大家，就是我们几个。
Some even specialize in internet promotion.
那陈老师粉丝有400多万，在微博上面，很多人都有什么抖音啊、快手，是不是？有几个人有抖音和快手的？
CGTN, Dagyue and Chupon are here too. In fact, they are the ones that started this trend of nature photography among local herders.
重点可以教你，你有飞机，所以呢，照相机也有，是不是？哇呀，我们就是大部分有照相机的人有多少个？或者没有照相机的人举手。
而且没人拿过球是。
这次参加培训的管护员当中，有20多个已经自己陆陆续续都买了设备，他们摩托也有了，汽车也有了。那看到他们3个，那这是一个目标啊，所以才有那么多人效仿他们自己去买照相机啊。那我想这也是榜样的力量。
当时不吃啊，你在那个地方等。
This young lady is Dagye's daughter Yingpun Kanko. She may be small, being less than 7 years of age, but she's proficient with the camera.
你看，咱们拿相机吗？我们拍照片的时候，来，你来拍，这是你的 你看它多标准啊！你们经常看到有没有这样打摆？我们蹲起来的时候不要这样拍，对吧？一定要是有一个手撑着这样的。
After a day and a half of theory, the trainees finally get to put their skills to the test in the wild.
好，这边的云彩特别好，对不对？那么我们就以这边为主。你看，我这个地方开始有光，这个画面会更漂亮，对不对？
Kanko and her camera, quite heavy for a girl her age, also joined the search, hoping to snap some shots to wow the adults. Last day at the workshop is the award ceremony. The locals have an intuitive eye for wildlife, and many of their works are acclaimed by their teachers. Halfway through the event, Kanko's face turns sullen. Knowing she's not going to win anything, she feels frustrated. Then, upon receiving a consolation prize, she bursts into tears.
Abachala pali window riu zapati that abang ni rengo gamhol thong rau teni sa gamom to teni abang ni ga merhoti chuga rai rau teni abang ni socha bom rai rau teni abachala ba dan ru gamuda
虽然你启动的早对不对？那么当如果把人不起来，马上把沙发起来。
不仅仅拍到一个好照片，对吧？是要让这个影像去发挥保护的作用，去唤醒更多的人，这是传承。看到没？看到他的牙别个了。哎。
Summer is Tasha Rabten's favorite season of the year. His hometown, Saadwo County, Yushu, is where the source of the Lansang River flows. In July and August, the wet season comes to Sanjiangyuan, turning the Lansang rapid and muddy, making it ideal for rafting. The Lansang River, originating in Tashi's hometown, is known as the Mekong when it leaves China and flows through Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia and Vietnam, before joining the South China Sea. It's the 5th largest river in China and the largest cross-border river in Southeast Asia. In Zaduo County, both banks of the Lansang River are lined with steep mountains, canyons, forests and prairies, along with abundant wildlife. The landscape here has long attracted adventurers from around the world.
2011年的时候，我们就漂这个澜沧江，我们有美国的参与者啊，他们觉得比科罗拉多还美还漂亮。它有草原、丹霞地貌、牧民的这些生活啊，它是很丰满的一个地方。这条河流它的级别也是非常好的，能够把我们中国人或者是国际上的人带到这条河流上来漂流，那是非常棒的一件事情。
通过漂流体验这里的人文文化和自然生态，不要去干预这个原生态的这个环境，不要干扰这个野生动物，要把生态体验和自然教育这项工作，这是国家公园的主要功能。
Today, a group from Beijing is going to raft the river. Tashi and his team have been preparing since early morning. Providing rafting experiences in Zaduo requires a special permit from the government. And Last Descents, an organization of Chinese and American explorers, was the first to be licensed.
也是帮助我们当地的牧民的采集，最重要牧民的收益。那么现在人均收入一般都有4万到6万。 人均啊，当时跟田数来计算。
所有漂流的都站过来。我们最重要的是安全，只有安全我们才会更快乐的漂流，对吧？我们记住啊，肚子上这个扣子，小这个扣子是最重要的扣子。上边你要呼吸啊，你要呼吸，你可以松一点，但是下边你不用呼吸，可以拉得更紧。不要抓住那个带子。万一入水的话，我们是刚才说的跟绳子拉过来，要一拉你的救生衣，对不起，救生衣是松的，把你脱掉了，一会儿我们会你怎么办？对吧？不安全的。所以说救生衣千万不要说我太热了，我打开，这个肯定不行。
Tang Jianzhong has been rafting pro for over 20 years, holding multiple records in river-based extreme sports. In 2018, with the support of the national park, he helped found a local facility to train rafting guides.
漂流这个生态旅游，它没有污染，没有破坏，它是零排放的。如果能够引到这里来的话，那是非常好的一件事情。县里边的领导，包括政府，包括扎西他们，都希望能够得到一个系统化的一个培训，能够变成一个国际化接轨的船长、向导。
遇到这个医疗问题，到水里以后，你就用这个姿势，脚朝着下游，脚尖抬出来，尽量的脚尖触出水面。它后面有个枕头，枕头是浮上来，你水下去，就是舒服的。
14年我就见到那个漂中国，在漂这个澜沧江嘛，觉得这漂流这项运动是特别好玩的一个事情。自己买了一些就是国产的装备，在江里面划了一下，最后通过杂渡县县委帮助，15年我就参加上了8天半的一个长漂。到现在吧，我们已经组建了一个10个人的一个团队吧，都是本县的。
3、2、1，
The city folks have been waiting in excitement for this moment. As the captain gave the order, they boarded and sailed out. And all that training a minute ago came into practice sooner than they expected. One group, 3 boats drifting on the Lansang River, profuse with crimson sand in the arms of Mother Nature.
你们就是愿意坐到船头上都可以，把脚放到前面，抓住那个绳子，对，都可以。
It's a breathtaking view, but they didn't forget that the river can be perilous. In that case, the captain is the pillar of morale. whose experience in reading the water is what keeps his passengers safe. With a captain as skillful and bold as Sanjiangyuan, all the passengers need to do is enjoy the thrilling voyage. It was a brand new experience for the group, and they got more elated after each shoal. Everyone is at the zenith of their spirits when the seemingly cheerful river reveals its unpredictable side. Soon they get over the shock and stop panicking. According to the captain, everyone keeps still and lets the current carry them downstream to await rescue. It's a narrow escape, but that last rapid wasn't half as dangerous as the one they're about to sail through. Soon they're going to be in for a real test.
咱这救生衣太棒了，更像这大饼了，这简直就是晒着太阳躺在水面上。北京话叫漂，玩漂，在什海玩漂。过来。1、2、4。有意思。亮姐，你没事吧？有意思。你要这么累，就说明你挣扎的太厉害了。对，你接着试，别着急。他害怕了，他看看左右没石头，精神紧张。一看就教练教的时候你没好好听。
The 4-hour rafting session was an immersive experience with the river. Not only did they get to appreciate its beauty, they also experienced the power of the river firsthand.
漂流者都每天都在巩固漂流的技能。我们还会带一些当地的年轻人或者是学生，让他们也要爱上这个漂流，感受到这家乡的大自然。
我在漂到75岁挂奖啊，那我就开始做一些教学，把我的经验分享给年轻人，让他们面对全世界、全国来的人，展现我们这条河流的风采。漂流的意义不在于去划船，更多的是什么？它要人和自然和谐发展。